Somewhere out there in the vast nothingness of space, somewhere far away in space and time, staring upward at the gleaming stars in the obsidian sky, were marooned on a small island in an endless sea, confined to a tiny spit of sand, unable to escape. But tonight, on this small planet, on Earth, we're going to rock civilization. Really strong enough? We're marooned on a small island in an endless sea, confined to a tiny spit of sand, unable to escape. But tonight, it's heavy stuff.
Well, I was only talking about this the other day. I was playing in Russia the other day, 12,000 people. There's this most ridiculous rave. It's probably the hottest place in the world at the moment in St. Petersburg. And we were talking about the different places around the world that are really like popping off as far as parties with drum and bass. And right now, I mean, this function night really is truly representing. It's always got a good vibe. Last time I came here, it was the Radio 1 Extra night. And for those of you who came to that, you know it was a big night. And it's just always been, it was strong back in the day with all the big raves and all the big parties, and then there was a time when it sort of went down a bit because of all the problems with the big parties and the licenses and everything, and it's come real strong again back through these clubs at these times. There's not many places that happen like the parties in LA at the moment. It's really something else. The audience are hungry, the promoters are getting the right DJs out here, and it's a really strong scene.
What's up, everybody? I'm David Alexander. We're here at Icon Collective. We're a production school that caters to electronic musicians here in downtown LA. And this is our studio, so welcome. We're in the middle of Los Angeles Center Studios. They film a lot of movies and do a lot of video shoots, and a lot of private parties and events happen here. So we basically are a hub for the electronic music scene and producers and people that want to come and educate themselves on how to produce their own music. The people that I've been working with to put this project together, they're basically veteran producers and musicians here in Los Angeles, and there's a lot of recording engineering schools where you can actually go and learn how to become an engineer. But we realize that a lot of people that are studying in those programs are there because they want to learn how to produce, not necessarily learn how to work with a big SSL and $1 million Neve board. And a lot of people, when they graduate from those schools, they actually don't have access to the equipment that they did in class. So what we do here is we actually approach production a little bit differently using 21st century tools, your laptop, your computer, your software. So in 6 months you get your laptop, you get your software, you learn how to produce, and it really doesn't matter what style of music you're into. The last group of graduates, we had one student that was really into drum and bass, so he's producing a lot of dark drum and bass. Had another student, was more of a folk acoustic singer, and she put together her demos, got signed to Maverick, and now she's really involved with the production of her record. Her name is Lissy, so look out for her. Another of our graduates was more into psytrance. He got signed to a label in Europe. Now he's doing the Glade Fest, releasing records. So basically it's just a tool. It's up to you to decide what you want to create with it. So if you are into drum and bass, jungle, electro, break beats, it doesn't really matter. If you are into electronic music and you want to learn how to produce this music and how to be a contributor to the scene in this music and how to live a successful creative lifestyle, you should come and check us out. Our web address is learntoproduce.com. That's the number 2. Our classes run about 6 months. And over the next coming weeks here on More Bass TV, we're going to be inviting you back into the studios and sort of giving you an introduction into some of the software that we're using for producing music. We're going to cover things like how to get your drums to really punch through the mix. We're going to cover recording vocals and a lot of other tips and tricks that will help you along your production paths. This is David Alexander coming to you from Icon Collective, and you're watching More Bass TV.